Has won the toss, and Footscray going to the left in the first quarter. Alan Jakovic lining up at full forward on Shanahan. Bitterly cold here at the Optus Oval this afternoon. A must-win game for the Saints. The ground, despite the rain we've had, in reasonably good condition, certainly as good as you can get a ground this time of the year. Zilla. Ellis was in there trying to get a kick away. Now it goes to Harvey, who was brilliant last week in the mud out at the Witten Oval. Vidovic, ball props for him. Gets away the quick hand pass to Jones in the long sleeve jersey. Anyone not wearing a long sleeve jumper today really doesn't own one. Wind, got a fingernail to it, I think. One behind only, so the first score of the match. A minor one coming up to Aussie Jones.
Ramiro with the job put on Rob Harvey, and Liberatore and Burke matching up.
Tony Campbell to kick in. Just about 18 months of football. Everett punches from behind. Doesn't really clear the zone. Ball inside 50. Zilla, quick hand pass. Opportunity for the Saints now through Cripps. He goes at goal. And has also kicked a minor score. One behind. So two behinds to St Kilda, kicking against this, I'll call it bitterly cold southwesterly. And Tony Campbell probably eager to get into the play just by kicking in.
Exactly. Vicky Winmar, who started on the bench in the first couple of minutes, now on the ground, need a change with Justin Peckett.
And Footscray certainly would have to improve on their performance against Hawthorn. They were very ordinary against the Hawks, and the week before against Fitzroy, they won by just 15 points, so their form is well down. St Kilda looking for a place in the top 8. Cripps bangs the ball long. He's already kicked it behind. Now he's kicked a goal.
A bit like learning on a golf putt from your opponent, isn't it? The way he measured that one, but
no, he's played a free kick, not counted.
It's a free kick, yep.
For shepherding in the goal square.
Yep. Was actually a goal per se, but not given by the umpire because of the free.
Colinook goes wide. Winmar will intercept. So that was an interesting move, Roscoe, starting him on the bench just for the first 2 minutes. Goes short, puts Beveridge on a lot of pressure on the second grab. He's got it.
Yeah, good decision by the umpire.
Now Crediuk and Winmar starting to exchange blows. Pushing and shoving, Leon Cameron, the mediator. Luke Beveridge, right on 50.
Yeah, go on, you little traitor.
Kicked 16 goals for the year. Former Bulldog kicks a long bomb right into the teeth of goal. The high flyer was low, got his hands into the back of his opponent. Grant just bullocked his way out to Wallace, who was caught. Back to Weira. Advantage has been paid. Comes back out towards the halfback flank. Crediuk trips Beveridge, not paid. Hands and knees was Liberatore. Footscray players crashing into each other. Smith gets the ball out, back to Leon Cameron. Beveridge caught, dispossessed. Liberatore does well to Rowan Smith. There's big rumours that Port Power is interested in Rowan Smith. The ball drops short and is taken here by Young.
Great game last week, Matthew Young, the former Hawk. Certainly one of Footscray's best, or St Kilda's best. And it's going to be a ball up. Hasn't really crossed the centre yet. Rowan Soares, John Harvey, and Ellis. 3 umpires this afternoon. And the rain has stopped, but the wind's still with us. It's bitterly cold. 2 number 2's tangle. Colonyuk and Brown. Ball, says the crowd. The umpire disagrees. And he's going to come in and ball it up again. Just outside 50 this time. No goals on the board yet. Cripps put one through, disallowed after a free kick. And the umpire throwing it in the air, obviously one of the heavier parts. Everett taps down. Burke trying to get clear. Weira. Joel Smith. And the ball heads towards the boundary line in front of Tony Campbell. It's out of bounds, still on 50 on the other side of the ground. Not a huge crowd expected here this afternoon, and not a huge crowd turned up. But in view of the conditions, not really too bad. Wind and Everett. Harvey pursued vigorously over the boundary line down there by Jose Ramiro. Robert Harvey was terrific last week. Whoops.
There's a fair bit of feeling in this game, Roscoe.
There is, yeah. A couple of matchups getting a bit frustrated. There's a free kick now. Against Harvey. Yep, down to Ramiro.
Had a great season, Jose Ramiro. Played 89 games with North Melbourne. Ramiro to take the free kick at right half back for Footscray. Decides to go for the hand pass. Doggies trying to cross the centre line for the first time, which they haven't done just yet. Low in front. Ball knocked away almost by Kretiuk. West comes in, and it will be a ball up, still inside 50, still inside the centre square. Stewie Lowe going to contest this one. Nice hefty punch down towards West. Burke takes the hand pass off the centre square. Everett with Campbell, some pushing and shoving. Everett tries to get to the front, finally shoots out the hand pass. Now it comes down to Zilla. And towards the full forward position. Off hands, there might be a free kick for a push.
There is, but yep.
And Scotty Wine's going to be the recipient of the free kick. Footscray captain since '94. Took over from Dougie Hawkins, the Brownlow medalist. The rain just about stopped.
So Nicky Winmar on the mark, started on the interchange bench. Wine kicks the ball to a big pack of players. Heavy shower of rain before the start of the game. Bitterly cold in Melbourne. So the ball trickles over the line for a boundary throw-in. So St Kilda 2 behinds 2 points. Footscray yet to score. Nathan Burke. Wonderful season for St Kilda, leading the Channel 7 Footballer of the Year award with 24 votes for the season. He's got another chance today to add to that tally. Aussie Jones, one of the young guns of the Saints. Kicks down towards the half-forward line, taken by Smith, his partner in crime, all tied up on the half-forward flank. And one of the veterans of Footscray, 259 games, Stevie Wallace, former captain. Wine, Liberatore, ball kicked off the ground by Smith towards Burke. Ooh. Crashed into by Campbell. Everett shows great skills for a big man. From almost the impossible angle, has a pot shot, puts it through for 1 point.
Yes, and secure all the play kept down that. They've been inside 50 quite a number of times. Just as we mentioned, the goal disallowed to Cripps, but they've got a couple of points. So the ball's going to come back now. Umpire John Harvey saying the area wasn't cleared sufficiently enough before he kicked the ball.
Tony Campbell, wearing 21, used to be number 6 in his earlier stint at Footscray. Not a bad sort of a roost. Sierakowski up one-handed. Grant. I'd love to have about 3 or 4 of him. Here's another on the Port Power suggestion list. Everett. Daniels back into the side today. Back to Burke. Short to Elliott. Jamie Elliott's kicked. Big pack of players down there. Winmar was the flyer from behind. Couldn't complete the mark. Wallace. Socket off the ground by Campbell. Liberatore. West, Everett came at him. West stood his ground well. St Kilda with the numbers at Vidovic. Campbell in front, Low, nearly. Wallace, 259 games of experience, as Kev said. Cameron, across his body. Daniels shows the better judgment. Again to Burke. Burke from left centre wing. Low this time, no. Jones tries to get away, shoots at goal, has missed everything. It's out of bounds on the full. So free kick to be taken by, will be Steve Kolonyuk, I think, down there. Yes, it is. And Kolonyuk with the free kick in the right back pocket for the Scraggies. Still across the centre line effectively. So Jakovic and Shanahan at the other end of the ground will be getting pretty cool by now.
Very exciting young player, Aussie Jones. As Kolonyuk kicks long. Hurt his knee last year, around 21, didn't play in the finals for Footscray. So he's made a good recovery, Steve Kolonyuk. Nathan Burke just climbs back up off the ground. Scotty Wine won the toss and elected to kick left of screen. St Kilda down towards the Robert Heatley stand. Optus Oval, caught high, was Brown. He'll take the free kick.
Yeah, Chris Grant realising straight away that he'd got him high. No question on that one. Grant with the job on Stewie Lowe today. Tony Brown's been a good player, Kev, hasn't he?
Well, Smith, Brown game. And Jones, they've been great, haven't they?
There's a tackle again. Just his 14th game for the season.
They're a very exciting trio who made their debut last year, and each one of them has gone on. And Tony Brown pops it through for his first goal of the game.
Yes, they've just persisted up there, St Kilda, and they've had the ball, as I mentioned before, inside that 50-metre area, so always a chance to score. The numbers around every time Footscray have cleared the ball towards the centre area, there's been a good double banking of St Kilda players to be able to rebound the ball back. There's the kick coming forward. Jostling there, Campbell and Everett, and there's the free kick.
First blood to the Saints. Liberatore and Burke. Libba, West. Short kick to half forward. Elliott nearly, or Young it was. Cripps out to Burke. Seems to be always where the ball is. Grant in front. Keen to make amends. Everett will go off the ground. Was it touched? And rushed through by Tony Campbell. A rush behind to St Kilda. So the Saints get to double figures on the scoreboard. 1-4. 5 scoring shots to Footscray 0. Campbell kicks in short, and still they haven't crossed the centre line. Kolonyuk kicks to the outer side, and Grant gave away the free kick that cost the only goal of the match so far. Grant's kick to centre wing. Marking contest out there. Daniels off one step. Grant again. So the players down that end of the ground getting a decent workout and would be reasonably warm. Those at the other end would be feeling like they're in an igloo. Everett, one-handed, couldn't take it. Campbell with Elliott. Dummies once. Kicks it out in front of goal. Knocked away by Wirra. Liberatore is there. Libba's kick towards midfield. Daniels in front. Got a little bit of a nudge out.
He played it well, didn't he?
He did play it well.
Yep.
Certainly made, he made sure the umpire saw it. Kick down for St Kilda from Wakeland towards half forward. Pack of players. Ball scooped out the front. Harvey does it well. This is Zilla with speed just outside 50. Winmar's in the goal square, but Everett's in front and takes the mark. Well, it was a double whammy there. If he hadn't have taken it, Winmar was waiting at the back for the crumbs.
Exactly, Pete. And again, that double banking of St Kilda players just preventing Footscray getting over that centre line with any sort of effect.
Everett kicks his first and St Kilda's second. So the Saints to 2-4. Footscray hit the score at Optus.
Yes, and the senior players leading the way there. Nathan Burke's having plenty of touches on Liberatore, and then Zilla just punches his ball forward. And as Pete said quite correctly, if Everett didn't take it, Winmar was sitting behind ready for a chest mark.
Stanell's on screen, Gary Colling beside him. 32 goals for the year for Peter Everett. An exciting talent. Footscray yet to have the ball inside their attacking 50. Aussie Jones out of the centre square. The Saints once more into attack. Backing back, taking is Wallace. Loose man wide is Johnson. So Footscray just can't even get the ball into a goal-kicking situation. Dimatina, was he hung on to? Not paid. Picked up by Smith. Good turn of speed. Kicks wide. He's looking for Darcy. He's got him. This is the first time they've been inside 50. Jakovic on a lead's got it. Looks to be in peak condition.
Yeah, so he gives himself a chance, doesn't he, Kevin? He has form like he did last week, 11 in the reserves, and he's been standing still for so long. He could very well have pulled a hammy coming out for that one, but read that very well. Good kick coming in from Watts too. Darcy, I should say.
Probably could lose a couple of pounds. Peak condition is probably a bit of an overstatement. But he can kick goals on his day. 45 metres out, and he's popped it straight through. So a great start for Alan Jakovic. It's just his 4th goal of the year, and he's all pumped up.
Yes, there's no question he gets excited, and he's obviously keen to do well just to finish off the season with a couple of good games. But they set that up pretty well. Footscray coming across ground. Good battle there. Smith bringing the ball across the midfield area. And then Darcy just turning very quickly onto his left, and Jakovic read it well, and the kick was very good.
One forward thrust for Footscray, resulting in 100% success rate. So the difference back to 10 points. Djekovic kicking Footscray's first goal. Ruckman go at it. Burke. West. Funny old kick. Oh, Smith nearly kicked his teammate down there. See who that is on the bottom of the pack. Young gets up. It's Konganyuk. He really had to check his kick there. Otherwise Steve's head would have finished in the new grandstand. Vidovic tries to find Brown. It's a foot race. Harvey kicks it towards the centre wing this side in front of our commentary position. And it's out of bounds. So a boundary throw-in resulting in the second half of the opening term. Darcy and Vidovic. Ball spills from the arms of Elliott. Craig Ellis applies the tackle, and again it's out of bounds. So the boundary umpire will have some more work to do. 10 points the difference in favour of St Kilda. A must-win game for the Saints. Vidovic and Darcy. Vidovic, second try. Harvey overruns it. Ball scooped out. Harvey nearly legged. He's caught by Liberatore. Brushes that tackle. Not many can do that. Vidovic. Burke. Well shepherded. Footscray with the numbers. Wine should take this with the gloves and does. The Brownlow medalist feeds it off to the former captain, and Wallace kicks from short of half-back.
And he's got a loose teammate in Weira. He's got Joel Smith to beat. He'll need support. Gets it from Cameron. Back to Weira. He's had a good year at Footscray. Played just the one game with the Dockers last year. Backing back with Sirakoski. Gets it from Wakeland. Back to Harvey. Never stops running. Daniels fires it off to Cripps. Back to Daniels. Under pressure across half-back St Kilda. Finds a loose player in Sirakoski, who'll pump the ball along inside 50. Grant's there. Wind over the back. So the Footscray skipper playing a major role, playing as a loose man in defence. Just trying to cut off the high marking of Everett and also Stewie Lowe. As Rowan Smith has it. Centre wing position. To Ramiro. He's got the big job on Harvey. Jose Ramiro. 89 of those games were for North Melbourne. Kicks to Hargraves. Sirakoski does well. Takes a very strong mark. To Burke, who's had a starring quarter. That's his 8th possession. Goes wide to Brown. Kicks down towards the half-forward line. It's a poor kick. It's out on the full.
So a free kick going Footscray's way. The recipient's going to be, that's Weira. 7 minutes left in the term. Brad Weira. Kick drops a little bit short to centre wing. Burke again, he's everywhere. Burke and Harvey leading the competition in disposals, and perfect example so far in this quarter. Picked up by Joel Smith. Joel Smith, well, you have to back your judgment in a situation like that. It was excellently done. Off the hands. Opportunity for Brad Johnson. Couldn't get clear. He's looking for a free kick for holding the ball. That would have been a little bit harsh if Rowan Saws had played that. And Matthew Young will extricate himself from that situation for a ball up. Rowan Saws, super veteran. Vidovic defensively towards the outer side. Burke again. Liberatore's got him. Daniels. Burke from Jones. And Joel Smith takes the mark in front of Grant. Looks for 50 metres. Academy Award performance, Joel. Aussie Jones. Blasted back towards midfield. Everett, bump ball. Brown gives it to the big fella. Oh, gets it back again, Jones. In towards full forward. Harvey, Ramiro all over him. Bardsley started on the bench low. Has to back his judgment. Wine will rush it through for a behind to St Kilda. Doing a good job down there, Scotty Wine. So 2 rush behinds for the quarter. 2-5 to 1 goal. 11 points the difference. And under 6 minutes left in the term. Tony Campbell to again kick in. The light improving here. Weira makes the lead and takes the mark.
And kicks wide towards the wing on the outer side of the ground. Ellis, he should get 50 metres as well. They pay advantage to Grant. Goes down and finds Leon Cameron. Missed a lot of the season through injury. In front of Djakovic. Shanahan's hard to beat. Applies the pressure. Rowan Smith pounces on it. Chance for Footscray. This could skid across the face of goals. Boundary throw in.
Quick, isn't he, Smith?
He is very quick, and the word is that whilst he's not a high-profile player, that is the sort of player that Port Power are showing a bit of interest in. So a chance for Footscray. Boundary throw in, just 5 metres around from goal. Cameron being dispossessed there by Smith and forced over the line. Leon Cameron with his hands on his head. Last year, the Age Footballer of the Year. Just had an interrupted season with injury. Former best and fairest way back in 1993. Tapped on by Peckett. Sierakowski loses it and Darcy runs the ball over. 2-5-17 St Kilda. Footscray 1 goal, 6 points. Very promising player Luke Darcy. Vidovic giving the hand signals. Dimatina sharks it. A hurried kick back inside 50. Sierakowski drops it. Beveridge rockets the ball to Shanahan. He'll get support here from Wakeland. Under pressure once more is Beveridge, so a big chance for Footscray. Inside 50.
Scoop, Kev.
Throw.
That's a throw and a good decision. Cameron to take the free kick. Now he gives it across to Johnson.
Just a couple of ball handling errors there. Sees the ball being returned there. The drop mark by Sierakowski, the chest mark, did the right thing, got himself in the right position. Just couldn't hang on to it.
Johnson playing his 50th game today. He's kicked 12 goals for the season, can't bend it back.
Cameron might be coming off too. I hope that's not a bad sign. He's running off, so probably just for a rest or a talk on the phone to Terry Wallace.
Nigel Kellett to come and replace him, and then Jamie Elliott goes off for St Kilda, replaced by Nicky Winmar.
So close to the end of the quarter, 2-5 to 1-1. Another chance for a Footscray goal, snapped by Johnson. And he's missed the lot, or is it a behind? It's the latter. So 1 goal, 2 now, Footscray. To 2 goals, 5 St Kilda. 9 points the difference. New stand being constructed down there. It's going to be a beauty when it's finished. Young. Kicks to Winmar. Wirra. A little give. Hargraves. Might be out of bounds on the full. And in fact, it is. So the free kick in the left back pocket for the Saints will be taken by Matthew Young again. Certainly made every post a winner since coming over from Hawthorn, where he played 20 or 21 games. Now 38, so he's had a very good season at his second AFL club. And as I said, has made every post a winner. Zilla from left half back measures his options, finds Shanahan. Shanahan up the centre of the ground. Good touches. Not a ground on which to bounce it today. And that's a mark. Steve Credihook. Just short of midfield. Trying to set something up with the kick. Probably going with the wind. Footscray in his first quarter, and it bounces. Nearly hit Djakovic in the mush. Kicked their only goal so far after a good mark and lead, and umpire Rowan Saws runs in. He'll bounce it about 35 metres out from goal.
Been unlucky not to get a free kick, Alan
so.
Djakovic.
Yep.
West. Now this ball could skid through. If it's got legs, Aussie Jones will run it through. So St Kilda 2-5-17. Footscray 1-2-8. Make that 1-3-9. As Young goes very short to Nicky Winmar. Started on the bench, then went into the forward pocket, played on Credihook. Now having a run on the ball. So St Kilda with the ball on the half-back flank. Everett beaten by Collingwood at ground level. But he's got plenty of support there from Tony Brown. But once more the ball is over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Gee, with the amount of play St Kilda's had, you reckon they should be a bit further ahead at this stage, shouldn't you?
Well, they dominated the first 10 minutes, Roscoe.
Yeah, they've just, Footscray's just come back a bit and just settled down.
Vidovic, sharked here by Collingwood. quick kick back towards 50. Hargraves, very important young player for Footscray, along with Luke Darcy. Callett, a veteran. Ball's forced over. Most determined player last year, Nigel Callett on screen. He's been around for a while, hasn't got a lot of games, but he's had a lot of injuries, a lot of hamstrings. Daniels. It's a hurried kick back towards the edge of the centre square. Aussie Jones, tremendous young player. So's Joel Smith, off the Cripps, but once more he's been pinged.
Gee, that was a tackle, wasn't it?
And Tony Liberatore, leading tackler in the competition, kicks the ball wide. Jakovic is his target. He's got it right on 50, does well. Screw the ball around the corner. And there's Jacko just pleading that maybe it was a push.
Yeah. Asking the question quite a few times.
There's Pickett on the boundary line, along with Neil, ready to come back into the action. So under 2 minutes left in this opening term. Hargraves, just a short kick taken by Wakeland. Now this will favour Footscray because Darcy has got plenty of time to size things up, weighs up his options and goes short and finds Smith.
Not be too far out to score. He has got the breeze at his back. 1.5 minutes remaining in the quarter. Well, he's going to take a longer run than Wes Hall. Finally gets to Winmar. It's not a bad sort of a kick either. It's going to be a close, real line ball decision, and off the hands of the pack for another rush behind to Footscray. So good effort by Smith. Just couldn't quite make the distance. Another metre. 1-4 to 2-5. The difference back to 7 points. And again, number 20 for the Saints, Matthew Young, is going to kick in inside the last minute of the opening term. The Saints dominating the first 10 minutes, really. Footscray coming back a little bit. Just the one goal to Jakovic. Smith. Harvey. Now Jack Daniels at right half back. Daniels goes for the centering kick. Wind is there. Runs into Brown. Still he goes. Aussie Jones gets pushed over. Darcy. A little flip. Down towards centre wing. Oh, gee, some pretty heavy stuff dished out there. On the end of it, Paul Dimatina. And he's okay.
Sirikowski, the player coming in, did very well to make up ground and get to the area and spoil.
So boundary throw in front of our commentary position. Harvey from Vidovic. Liberatore, quick kick, gains some 35 metres for his side. Taken over by Matthew Young. And it's going to be another throw in. Great tackle before by Libber, the leading tackler, as Kev said, in the competition, yet again. Never stops trying. Brownlow medalist, 2 Gardeners as well, and a Morris. Vidovic, Liberatore, and it's all tied up, so just about out of time for the first quarter. Dare I say it, the sun trying to come through. But I don't think we need our factor 15. Ellis jumps high and early, beaten by Vidovic, back to Burke. Burke's kick up towards right half forward for the Saints, almost a mark taken by Beveridge, got one hand to it. Cleaned up well for the Doggies by Kolonyuk. Kolonyuk's kick up towards midfield. Sirikowski stands his ground, takes the mark in front of Dimatina, and that's it for the end of the first quarter. Footscray certainly coming back well to score 1-4, but they trailed by 7 points. The Saints 2-5, 17 at the first change.